Stock futures rose Tuesday as investors focused on the upcoming slate of earnings reports, and traders monitored the latest moves in Treasury yields. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 95 points, or 0.3%. S&P 500 futures and Nasdaq 100 futures climbed 0.4% and 0.6% respectively. The moves follow a mixed session on Wall Street as investors continued watching the U.S. 10-year Treasury yield, which rose above the 5% mark before falling that level. Rising yields have raised concerns about the state of the broader economy and pressured the stock market in recent weeks. On Tuesday, the benchmark rate was up about 1 basis point at 4.848%. Equities are trending sideways to being in a retreat mode given persistent inflation and higher for longer interest rates, said Terry Sandban, chief equity strategist at U.S. Bank Asset Management. All the while, the prospects for recession loom on the horizon. The Dow and S&P 500 finished Monday's session down about 0.6% and 0.2%, respectively. But the technology-heavy Nasdaq Composite was able to finish up about 0.3%, as investors bought into the sector with important earnings reports ahead. Spotify reports Tuesday before the bell, alongside General Motors and Coca-Cola. Alphabet and Microsoft are among companies posting results after the market closes. Investors will also keep an eye on tech later in the week, with Meta reporting Wednesday and Amazon on Thursday. IBM and Intel are among the other well-known tech names offering quarterly results later in the week. About 30% of S&P 500 companies are slated to report this week, the latest leg of an earnings season that has so far been better than Wall Street expected. About 17% of S&P 500 companies have already reported earnings, and 3/4 of them have posted earnings surpassing analysts' expectations, according to FactSet. Elsewhere, traders will watch for economic data coming Tuesday morning about the services and manufacturing sectors. Bank of America said its clients were net buyers of U.S. equities to the tune of $1 billion. This marks the 12th straight week B of A clients added exposure to stocks. To be sure, those inflows were powered by investors buying ETFs. Single stock investments, on the other hand, suffered their biggest outflows since August. Fred Imbert, Michael Bloom. European markets opened tentatively higher Tuesday, with investors likely keeping an eye on the latest business activity data out of the Eurozone. The Pan-European Stoxx 600 index opened 0.1% higher, with sectors spread across positive and negative territory. Mining stocks led gains with a 1.6% increase, while auto stocks dropped 0.8%. Hannah Ward Glenton. Australia's business activity fell to a 21-month low in October. According to flash estimates from Juno Bank, the country's Composite Purchasing Managers Index stood at 47.3, down from 51.5 in the month before. Manufacturing PMI came in at 48.0, a 6-month low, while services PMI was at 47.